We're live on another segment of SII Motivational Minutes with your host, Dwight Lee. And today we're going to be talking from the book of As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. This is one of my favorite books of all time, definitely top five. And my top five is interchangeable because all the books are excellent. And I just want to extract a couple key principles that I got out of the book. And the first one that comes to mind for me is circumstance doesn't make the man, it reveals him to his own self. Circumstance doesn't make the man, it reveals him to his own self. And then the next one is there is no intelligent accomplishment until thought is linked with purpose. It's stated that, 46.9% of the time throughout your day, you're in a state aching to sleep. So, you're just not alert, you're not aware, you're not cognizant, So this is very powerful because, most people are on autopilot when it comes to thinking in the first place. And it's just so powerful that he mentions until thought is linked with power, there's no intelligent accomplishment. That's just amazing. Another thing that I like that he discussed is that you're either a wise master or you're a foolish master. And this is based upon your habitual, your predominant, your consistent thought, your thinking patterns, your thought impulses. Not when you're running on autopilot, like taking conscious control of your thinking, because your thinking is guiding you somewhere. And then there's the quote, mind is man and man is mind. And evermore he takes the tool of thought, shaping what he wills, brings forth 1,000 joys or 1,000 ills. He thinks in secret and it comes to pass. Environment is but his looking glass. That ties in with the law of correspondence that says, as above, so below, or as within, so without. James Allen is letting you know that based on what's going on in your inner world, your thinking, your inner speech, your believing, your expectation, and your outer speech determines the actions you take and the results and outcomes that you produce. That's what he's describing to you. And it's just so powerful and amazing, how intricately he links thinking and thought to everything. It's just a masterpiece. It's either 6 years or 5 years for every day, those years in a row, 5 or 6 years, I read that book. It was a little yellow book. I think I first bought it like in August of 95, and I read that book every day. I would take out like 30 minutes. It's a very small book, short pages, but it had a lot of content in there. There was a lot of meat, in there, a lot of strong meat in there. And I just really, really enjoyed that book. We've been live on SII Motivational Minutes with your host, Dwight Lee, discussing As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. I'm going to leave you the quote that I believe James Allen expounded upon from Solomon in Proverbs 23:7. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. And James Allen added to that, as he continues to think, so he remains. Thank you for tuning in to SII Motivational Minutes with Dwight Lee.